Hello and welcome to another episode of Spirit Walking with Spirit Walker. Hello, I'm your host Spirit Walker, and today I am Spirit Walking at Wilderness Park. Just out on Upper Kingston Road outside of Prattville is Wilderness Park. It's a bamboo jungle and it's very interesting. Wilderness Park. Let's walk. There are 4 different types of bamboo that grow in Wilderness Park, and why the bamboo is here is quite a story. Also, why it's called Wilderness Park is quite a story. But let's begin with why is it here? This 26 plus acres of land was originally a land grant given in 1823 to Joseph May. Daniel Pratt himself purchased the land in 1835. And over the next decade, the land changed hands several times. So in 1940, the land was purchased after it changed hands several times after Daniel Pratt first owned it. It was purchased by a man named Floyd Smith. And Mr. Smith had a fascination with exotic plants, and he ordered some bamboo from the Washington Import Company, and they mailed it to him, and he began to plant bamboo on this property. Now, bamboo grows very quickly. In fact, it's been known to grow up to 4 feet in just a 24-hour period. So the bamboo sprouted quickly and grew on these 26 plus acres. In the 1960s, the land was purchased by a military officer. General William Butler was the commander of the Air University at Maxwell Air Force Base in Montgomery. Now, General Maxwell allowed a man by the name of Morgan Smith, who was the head of the survival training program at Maxwell, to use this land to train aircrew members who were about to be deployed to Southeast Asia, because he believed that all of this bamboo was an ample representation of the environment they'd be going into when they flew in Vietnam. And that really is my link to the bamboo forest here in Wilderness Park, and that is the United States military. I was also a survival instructor, and I trained from 1979 to 1981 to teach jungle survival, because that was the latest conflict we had just come out of at that time. After General Butler's death, his heirs sold the land to the Spinners Club here in Prattville. They purchased the land in April 1979. Incidentally, I went into the Air Force in May of 1979. They purchased the land in April, and then the city of Prattville bought it in September 1979. It's called Wilderness Park because it was wilderness training done right here in Prattville. One of the 4 types of bamboo that grows here in Wilderness Park is this bright yellow bamboo. It's also known as Robert Young bamboo. So when you see this bright yellow bamboo, Robert Young was here. The Wilderness Park has a lot of nice places to just have a seat, relax in the shade, right here in this Robert Young bamboo. Now, this sort of leafy bamboo right here is commonly called yellow groove bamboo. And you can tell if you look in closely, you'll see a yellow groove that runs along the green stem. It's a very leafy plant, yellow groove bamboo. This bamboo right here is called golden bamboo. You might also hear it referred to as fishpole bamboo. You can recognize it. It's your typical bamboo that you often see with the little notches that run up. Think of a cane pole that you fished with when you were a kid, or at least I did. And it also has very closely connected rings at the base of the bamboo. It's another way you can tell. And then as the bamboo gets taller, the notches sort of space out. Fishpole bamboo. Another type of bamboo in the area is called Henon bamboo, Henon, or giant gray bamboo, because it turns gray as it gets older, fades out, but it's known for its mottled appearance. You can see how it's kind of grayish and green, and then with time it loses its shine, kind of turns that dullish brown. Giant gray bamboo, Henon bamboo. I have been walking the major trail that runs down around the pond, where you hear a lot of frogs. They're a little silent now because they heard me, but I will get you a frog serenade before this video is over. This is the trail, goes around the pond. And how cool is this little stream that cuts through the bamboo forest? I'm standing on a little ridge, atoll, some kind of an outcropping here that is basically a peninsula surrounded by this little creek. Very cool spot here in Wilderness Park. You can see why this would have been a great training ground for the military to train for Southeast Asia. So down here along the creek I find some little blue colored rocks. They look very much like huge chunks of turquoise. Being the curious soul that I am and interested in American Indian artifacts, pulled one up out of the creek. Here it is. It curiously, it's not the same color on the bottom, and says Prattville Rocks. Ladies and gentlemen, yes it does. Let's put it back for others to find. Do you feel like you're in the jungles of Southeast Asia? Never get out of the boat. Thank you for taking this little trip with me through the wilderness park here. It brought back a lot of memories of my survival training, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this video. I met a lot of people out here in this park on this trip. All of them said, I'm going to subscribe to your YouTube channel. So thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Look for more videos. Those people from Chicago that I met, look for videos around Prattville. The people that didn't even know this park was here that I met, and there were quite a few. Check out some of my other videos. Maybe you'll learn something else that you didn't know, and you'll go and see it. This is a beautiful place. And you are beautiful people. I'm Spirit Walker, and I approve of this message.